Celebrating 3,000 watch hours and applying for monetization. Hey, they said it would take years to get here, but I'm about to show you how I turned a passion for aquascaping into 3,000 watch hours and why we're just getting started. Hey, here's the truth. No one tells you about growing a YouTube channel in this niche. Building a YouTube channel is like setting up the perfect aquarium. You start with the basics, a tank, substrate, and a vision. Then comes the hard part, nurturing it, tweaking it, and watching it grow. Reaching 3,000 watch hours felt like hitting that perfect balance in my tank. But let me tell you, the journey here has been anything but smooth. Today, I'm sharing the highs and the lows and how we're taking the next big step, applying for monetization, and we made it, baby. Let's be real for a second. Starting a YouTube channel in a niche like aquascaping isn't exactly the fast track to millions of views. When I uploaded my first video, I thought, this is it. People are going to love this. Spoiler alert, they didn't. The first few videos barely cracked double-digit views. There were times I questioned if this was even worth it. Why pour hours into content creation when it felt like shouting into the void? And then there's the algorithm, the mysterious force that seems to decide who gets seen and who doesn't. The challenge wasn't just creating good content, it was figuring out how to get people to actually watch it. And to that, the time it takes to edit videos, respond to comments, and keep up with the life outside of YouTube, man, it's easy to see why many creators give up. But here's the thing. Just like aquascaping, success on YouTube isn't about instant results. It's about patience, consistency, and a willingness to learn. Let me break it down the 3 biggest lessons I've learned on this journey. Lesson 1, the power of niching down. When I first started, I tried to be everything to everyone. Freshwater tanks, saltwater tanks, plant care, fish care, you name it. Man, but it wasn't until I focused on aquascaping and plants that things started to click. By narrowing down my focus, I attracted a specific audience, people who love the art and science of creating beautiful natural planted tanks. So think of it like creating an aquascape. You can't just throw in every plant and hope it works. You need a theme, a vision, and a plan. Niching down gave me my channel that focus, and it made all the difference. Lesson 2. Quality over quantity. There's this myth that you need to upload consistently to grow on YouTube, but in a niche like ours where visuals matter so much, quality trumps quantity every time. I stopped rushing to put out videos and started spending more time on things like lighting, camera angles, and storytelling. One of my most popular videos where I showed 10 fast-growing aquarium plants took weeks to plan and shoot, but that video brought in more views and watch time than anything I have done before. It taught me that taking the time to create something truly valuable is always worth it. And lesson 3, engagement is everything. I used to think success was all about views, but here's what I've learned. Views mean nothing if people don't stick around. That's why I started focusing on engagement. I began asking questions in my videos, responding to every comment, and even creating videos based on viewer suggestions. And connecting to other content creators on YouTube. For example, someone asked me how to care for a specific plant, and I turned that into a full video. Not only did that video perform well, but it also made my audience feel like they were part of the journey. And when people feel invested, they keep coming back. So here we are, 3,000 watch hours. It's a milestone, but it's also just the beginning. Hitting this number means we're now eligible to apply for YouTube's partner program, and we got accepted in the program. And that's huge. It means monetization, more resources to improve the channel, and the chance to turn this passion project into something even bigger. But let's not sugarcoat this. Isn't the finish line. Monetization is just another step, like adding CO2 to a planted tank. It's going to take continued effort to grow, adapt, and keep the channel thriving. And that's exactly what I plan to do. So looking back, the journey to 3,000 watch hours feels a lot like building the perfect aquascape. It's messy, frustrating, and full of trial and error. But when you step back and see the result, it's all worth it. Every late night editing session, every unanswered video, every tweak to a thumbnail, it all led to this moment. And here's what I want you to take away. Whether you're growing a YouTube channel, setting up an aquascape, or even chasing any big goal, the key here is to keep going. Celebrate the milestones, even small ones. Learn from the setbacks and always look ahead to what's next. Before I go, I have to say this. None of this would have even been possible without you, my incredible subscribers. You've supported this channel with your views, your comments, and your likes and your shares. Hey, every time you click play, left a comment, or hit that thumbs up button, you help push this dream closer to reality. This milestone isn't just mine, it's yours. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being part of this journey. Let's keep building something amazing together. And I love you and I appreciate you from bottom of my heart. If you want to see how this journey unfolds, hit subscribe. Join me for the next chapter to 4,000 watch hours. And I will see you there.